The Dallas Cowboys are quietly setting up one of the most strategic salary cap rebuilds in the entire NFL. While fans are focused on game day results and off-season rumors, Jerry and Stephen Jones have been preparing a long-term financial plan that could completely reshape this team's future. According to insider reports, the Cowboys have the ability to free up nearly $93 million in cap space heading into 2026, and that's before any major cuts or trades even happen. This isn't about panic or desperation. It's a move of control, timing, and power, something the Cowboys have been planning since the day they restructured Dak Prescott's original deal and drafted their current young core. When you break down how the team got here, everything starts with the front office vision. The Cowboys have always believed in building around a small circle of core stars: Dak Prescott at quarterback, CeeDee Lamb as the face of the offense, Tyler Smith anchoring the line, and Darren Bland emerging as a homegrown defensive weapon. Those players are the foundation, and their contracts were carefully built with future restructures in mind. What that means is simple: when the time is right, Dallas can convert salary into signing bonuses, spread the hit across multiple seasons, and suddenly open massive financial breathing room without losing any of its core players. It's a move the front office designed years ago, and now, in 2025, that plan is about to unfold. If the Cowboys pull the trigger, these restructures could unlock close to $93 million in cap space for 2026. Dak Prescott alone would free up nearly $31 million. CeeDee Lamb's contract could open another $19 million. Tyler Smith's adjustment would save around $17 million, while defenders like Osa Odigizua and Darren Bland would add another $20 million combined. Add Jake Ferguson's restructure, and suddenly, the Cowboys have built themselves a financial war chest that could completely redefine their next era. These numbers are more than math. They're proof that the Jones family has been quietly constructing one of the smartest cap plays in football. But of course, the Cowboys' offseason isn't just about restructures. It's about hard choices. Because to truly open that flexibility, the front office might have to part ways with some familiar faces. Names like Terrence Steele, Trayvon Diggs, and Malik Hooker are already being whispered in the halls of the Star as potential cut candidates. Moving on from Steele could free up anywhere from $8 to $14 million. Letting go of Diggs could mean up to $15.5 million more in savings. Malik Hooker? Another $7 million. That's an additional $28 to $36 million on top of the $93 million already in play. It's painful to even imagine for Cowboys Nation, but this is the reality of the NFL. Emotion doesn't outweigh strategy, and Dallas is clearly thinking long-term. Now, when you look at how the defense performed in 2025, you start to see the logic behind these moves. The young talent has already begun taking over. Linebacker Kenneth Murray led the team with 63 tackles and 4 tackles for loss. Rookie Shamar James posted 49 tackles and a forced fumble. Darren Bland continued to shine with 46 tackles and another interception to his name. Donovan Wilson made his presence felt with 2 interceptions and 36 tackles, while Reddy Stewart impressed with 32 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and a sack. The Cowboys' defensive youth movement is here, and it's stronger than ever. Players like Kaiir Elam, Osa Odigizua, and Donovan Ezeruaku are developing into consistent contributors. These are the names the Cowboys will build around, and they're doing it on rookie or team-friendly deals. That's the heart of the strategy. Freeing up cap space today means securing tomorrow's stars before they become too expensive to keep. The front office knows players like Bland, Ferguson, and Odigizua will command bigger paydays soon, and if the Cowboys want to stay competitive without blowing up the roster, they need space to maneuver. It's financial chess, and right now, Jerry and Stephen Jones are 3 moves ahead. By 2026, Dallas could be in a position to not only extend their core players but also make real free agency moves, something fans have been begging for year after year. Imagine having enough room to add a top-tier wide receiver opposite CeeDee Lamb, or a veteran pass rusher to complement Micah Parsons. That's the dream scenario this blueprint creates. But make no mistake, this plan will test the loyalty of Cowboys fans. Every offseason comes with emotion, and losing familiar names never feels right. Already, social media is buzzing with debate. Some fans say, "Use the money wisely." Others can't imagine a Cowboys defense without Trayvon Diggs, even after injuries and inconsistency. Meanwhile, analysts are calling this one of the boldest financial resets in franchise history. It's a move that could either set the Cowboys up for a championship run, or backfire if the talent pipeline dries up. For now, though, the signs point to optimism. The numbers make sense. The timing feels right. And the core of the team is young, hungry, and under contract. The Dallas Cowboys have been here before, caught between keeping stars and building for the future. But this time feels different. The tone inside the organization has shifted from hope to purpose. Micah Parsons is entering his prime, Dak Prescott has matured into a true leader, and CeeDee Lamb continues to prove he's one of the most electric playmakers in football. This isn't a rebuild. It's a reset. And it's all designed for one goal: bringing the Lombardi Trophy back to Dallas before this new core's window closes. If the Cowboys can manage their finances and stay healthy, the 2026 season could mark the return of a true Super Bowl contender. So Cowboys Nation, buckle up. The next few months could redefine the future of this franchise. Between restructures, roster cuts, and emerging young stars, the pieces are falling into place. $93 million is more than cap space. It's freedom, power, and opportunity. The Dallas Cowboys are not just thinking about next season. They're playing the long game. And for the first time in a long time, it feels like that game might just lead to glory. Every great NFL team reaches a point where decisions about money and leadership collide, and for the Dallas Cowboys, that point begins and ends with Dak Prescott. Whether you love him or constantly debate his ceiling, there's no denying that Prescott is the heartbeat of this franchise. He's the voice in the locker room, the engine on the field, and the man Jerry Jones continues to bet on. But behind the smiles and highlight throws, the Cowboys front office faces the most important question of the decade. How much longer will Dak Prescott be the guy, and how much are they willing to pay to keep him? Dak's contract is the biggest domino in this entire $93 million blueprint. Every restructure, every cap maneuver, every player decision connects back to number 4. When the Cowboys extended Prescott, they built flexibility into the deal, allowing them to convert nearly $31 million into bonus money when the time came. That's how Dallas plans to open a massive portion of their 2026 cap space. But the question now isn't just about freeing money. It's about whether the Cowboys will commit to Dak beyond 2026 or pivot toward a new era. The pressure on the front office is enormous. Because while Dak has produced big numbers, multiple 4,000-yard seasons, top 10 efficiency metrics, and consistent playoff appearances, the one thing missing is the one thing that matters most in Dallas: a Super Bowl. Still, inside the locker room, Dak remains the undisputed leader. Teammates trust him. Coaches praise his command. And for all the national noise questioning his playoff record, within the Star facility, he's seen as the stabilizing force that keeps this team focused. The front office knows what that means. Replacing a franchise quarterback is not a casual decision, it's a seismic shift that can set a team back years if mishandled. So, as the Cowboys prepare to restructure Dak's deal, the bigger conversation becomes,